How's it going today, ladies and gentlemen? So today, I'm back working on the slide for this presentation. Now, in the previous video, I basically showed you how I build out these slides and how I build out them very quickly. And I'm actually going to show you how I animate them and how I make them look how I want when it comes to the clicking and everything. So, what you want to do is I obviously don't have to do anything with this first title right here, but I am going to have to animate this right here. So what you do is you go ahead and you select on the text, you right click, you go down to animate, and you open up the animate tab, and it'll open up a tab on the right side. Now this is where you want to basically make sure that everything is fading in when you want it to fade in. So fade in on click, cool. Add animation, fade in on click, all right. Add animation, that one's already in there. We need to drag it. You see how that one was already top? We need to drag it down here to the bottom. Click on this one, add animation, fade in on click. Boom, now we could jump to the next side. Now you see how the animation tab is still open? You don't even have to reopen it. You just select, add animation, fade in, add animation, fade in, add animation, fade in. And you're basically going through and you're doing this with all of your text. And you can have them fade in, you could have them fade out, and I'll kind of show you on the bottom here what it looks like if you want them to fade out when you're fading in. So there's that tab. Okay, so that's actually all one. Go to the next. That's all one too. That's cool. Go to the next. The animation, fade in. And then, like, let's say if you want, you see how this is a character, this is a text, but I want them to animate at the same time. You can select them like this. You can right click, you can group, and then it groups them together. And then when you set the animation, it sets the animation for both of them. Same thing with marketing. So I want to, no, no. Okay. No, I just want these two. There you go. Guess it's not going to allow me to group them for some reason. I know I can group them. There it goes. Group together and then go back over here to animate, animate, and so on and so forth. And that's kind of how you group things together if you want them to populate in at the same on the same click. Group them together, add animation. Group them together, add animation. Click on this bottom text, add animation. All right, moving on to the next. Now you see how quickly it is to animate these slides. This just makes, once everything's set up, then you go in and animate them. What that allows you to do is it just allows you to do it really, really quickly. So you can just go through here and select on each one of these things and um, go through and connect them together. And that way your time's used in the best possible way. Because again, once these slides only take an hour to make if you're just now getting used to software. And that's including grouping everything together, animating them, running all the slides. And in yesterday's video, Diesel Pete's, man. Trying to run through these kind of quick, so I'm not taking too much of your guys' time. You guys get the point. But so like, let's go down to one where I'm actually gonna have to remove something and stack stuff. So like on this arrow right here, how I have these stacked and I want them to fade in a certain order, this is actually going to be the last thing to fade in. So what you do is I want this to fade in first, then I want this to fade in, then I want this arrow to fade in, then I want this arrow to fade in. Then before this part fades in, I want these two to fade out. So, or at least this one to fade out. So then I'm going to say add animation, click on it, fade out. Again, do it again, add animation, fade out. And then if you click on this, add animation, fade in, click on this, add animation, one click, fades in. Now hit play to test it. And this is basically how you stack it in a presentation. So see, it comes blank and then you're just sitting, you're talking. Okay, so this right here, this link right here, this is your affiliate link. This right here, this is where you're going to be able to see the percent of commission that you're going to get for that specific offer. Boom, it gets deleted. Boom, gets deleted. Boom, here comes the arrow. Boom, here comes the text. And basically when you layer your slides and you have stuff on top of stuff like this, slide is going to be another one that I'm going to be doing that on. Basically what will happen, oh, sorry, I got to hit stop. Basically what will happen then is that's how you can do it, your presentation, because then when you're going through your presentation, it's adding and removing stuff. But once you get everything animated, you basically just hit presentate and you can go through and do it. But just remember, when you're doing fade in and fades out, you can do fade in and fade out. And then if you want to switch things around, you can literally grab them, drag and drop, and put them in whatever order you want them to go. So hope that helps, gives you a little bit of tips on fade in and fade out and kind of animating it. And if you have any questions, drop them below.